Hello, everybody. I got some crazy curls going on in my hair here. Hello, 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 hello. So I buy houses. All right. I'm the broker for Whitney Buys Houses. I'm Whitney Nicely, in case you don't know. And I've got another company where I teach women how to do what I do. So today I woke up with a problem that I have never had before. Never, ever, ever in my whole life have I had this problem. And I don't really know what to do, so I would like some help if y'all would weigh in on this. 2015, I bought a house. Shocker, I was buying lots of houses in 2015. And I had it in her lease option. And I told the lady that as soon as I got some money, I'd cash her out. So in 2018, I sold a house. I got some money and I cashed this lady out. Okay. So I had it for 3 years. I got it in 2015. I had it for 3 years under a lease option. And I don't remember if I was on a 5-year term with her. Or it doesn't matter. I cashed her out early. Okay. I made all my payments, made all the repairs. I did everything I was supposed to do on this house. Everything was fine. So last year in September, I cashed her out and I own the house free and clear. So this spring, I put a lien, I got a line of credit kind of situation on this house and another house. So I borrowed against the equity that I had in two free and clear houses so that I could scale up my business. So, and that's the money that I'm using to be a private money lender. That's the money that I'm using to do some other fix and flips. That's the money that I'm planning on using to put down on an apartment complex when I find it. So like I'm actively using this money that I've borrowed against these two houses. So now I've got rental income coming in off these houses and I'm doing other things with that money. Okay. So I'm kind of double dipping in it. So the problem is my tenants moved out of this house and they left it in good shape. I got it cleaned, replaced the carpet, and put it on Zillow earlier this week. And I put it up on Zillow as a lease option. I put it up $10,000 higher than what I had it for last year. I had it up for $139,000 and I sold it last year to those people, I think for $129,000. The first two times I sold this house, because I've had 3 or 4 different tenant buyers in this house over the last 4 years. I've sold it for $121,000 before. I've sold it for $117,000 before. I think I sold it for $124,500 one time. The last time I sold it for $129,000, and this year I decided to put it up for $139,000 just to see what would happen. You can lower it, but people told me you can't go up. So I've got it on the Big Z. And I've been getting calls on it all week and it looks amazing. We got it cleaned. Everything's wonderful. And I've got, the money extended on it because I'm shopping right now looking for an apartment complex. As soon as I get an apartment complex, then the money will come back. Then I can put the money down. Then I can grow and scale my business. This morning, I woke up with 2 offers from 2 different real estate agents, and they were offering me $148,000. Both agents offered me over list price for this house and offered me more than I was asking, more than I thought I could get in it. And I've never had this problem. I've had, people call and say, yeah, we'll go look at it. And then they offer, like half or something. So when I told the agents to go show it last night, or that they could go show it last night, I fully expected them to come back and say, yeah, we're going to give you $121,000 for it because $139,000 is crazy. They both came back with $148,000. Okay, so that's the first time I've ever had that happen. I've had agents show houses before, but I don't usually work with other agents because they usually are nowhere in the ballpark on what I'm looking for. And when I talked to both these agents, I told them that it was a lease option. They were asking about the non-refundable option fee. I told them that I don't work with agents, so they'll have to put their commission on top of my purchase price. I mean, I was very open and honest. Like, I don't have time for secrets. I don't have time for withholding information. I just don't have time for that. I tell everybody the truth. There's no secrets in real estate. And when you tell everybody the truth, you don't have to remember what you told who, what. Okay. So I told them it was a lease option and this is what I was planning on. This is what I was doing, but go ahead and show it. And I thought, these poor agents out here representing these people, and they're probably qualified for like 120, and there's no way I'm going to sell it for 120, especially just straight out sale and blah, 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 blah. Y'all, I woke up this morning. Before I could get out of bed, they both emailed me offers for over ask price. I was absolutely floored. I was shocked. Like, I had to wait till I was out of bed, had my coffee, showered, did the podcast interview. I did everything because I thought my eyes were lying to me. Okay. I totally put these agents off because I was like, no way, no way, no way. So now I am in a predicament, and I want to know what you would do in this situation. Because on one hand, I can sell this house. I've got over what I'm asking for it offered to me twice, and straight sales, not doing a lease option, and the agent's getting paid by the buyer, not coming out of what I'm getting. They want me to cover some closing costs, but I mean, they were both within like $1,000 of what they wanted. All right. They were like neck and neck. I cannot believe how close these offers were. I even had to make a spreadsheet because I was like thinking I was doing my math wrong when I was looking at the net. But I want to know what you would do, because I've got until 7:00 tonight before I've got to answer these agents. And we're going to put it out there and see what you would do. As far as I can tell, I've got two options right now. I can sell the house to either one of these people because, I mean, I'm telling y'all, they made the exact same offer pretty much. I can sell it and do a straight sale and cash out because I've got about $50,000 in equity in this house. Okay, so I could cash it out and get a check for 50 grand, which would be awesome. I mean, 50 grand is a lot of money. And I would get 50 grand free and clear. And I think that, like, now I got 50 grand in equity, so I would still have to pay taxes on that. So it would come down. And I've had the house since September of last year. So if I can push closing to after September 15th, which is my mom and dad's anniversary, if I could push it to like September 16th, which is a Monday, I know because I'm planning a trip in September, I would get long-term capital gains, so I wouldn't have to pay as much, so I wouldn't get to keep all 50 grand unless I knew what was happening, and then I could do a 1031 exchange on it and just roll those taxes deferred into the next property. So I could do that. That's an option also. So sell it, keep the 50 and pay the taxes. Sell it, use the 50 and buy something else in a 1031 exchange. Or don't sell it, because if I sell it, I'm giving up that line of credit that I was using to be a private money lender and that I'm planning on using when I get the money back to buy an apartment complex. In the short term, I'm looking at 50 grand, all mine, totally cool, which would be an awesome boost, to our yearly income. But on the other hand, if I sell it, one, I'm losing that monthly rental income, and two, I won't have that line of credit. I won't have that money that I could use to be a private money lender or to put down on an apartment complex. So yes, I want 50 grand, but I want to grow and scale my business. And in order to do that, I need to borrow against the money that I have in these houses. So y'all tell me, put it down in the comments, say A, B, or C. A would be sell it, get 50 grand, celebrate, go have a steak dinner, pay my taxes, and be done with it. B would be sell it, close after September 15th, which gives me time to go find something that I could use that 50 grand and put down on so that I would roll it into a 1031 exchange type of deal. So that's B. Or C, don't sell it. Keep it. Find somebody that wants to do a lease option and sell it next year, because by next year, I think I would have had enough time that I could find a deal. I could close on it. I'd have enough time that I could season the rent, or I can improve it, or I could do something with it, and then do like a cash out refi. So basically do a BRRRR method. And when I did the cash out refi, then next year I could sell it to the tenant buyer and still be able to scale this year. Janetta, I've got a house that I got 2 offers over asking price on it, and I'm trying to decide what I should do. If I sell it, that's great. I'm going to get 50 grand, and I can either get 50 grand, pay the taxes, rock and roll on it, or option B, I could get the 50 grand and roll it into a 1031 exchange and defer the taxes on it. Or option C, I can not sell it and keep my line of credit open so that I can do the private money lending deals that I'm working on and scale up to buy some apartments, because I'm planning on using the money that's... Is that it? Are there 3 options here? Or can you think of any others? Those are the only 3 I can think of. But when I started this video, I could only think of 2, either sell it or don't. But now I'm thinking that there's that third offer that's sell it, pay the taxes, rock and roll, have a steak dinner. Option 2 or option B is sell it, roll the profits into a 1031 exchange type situation. Or C, or option 3, don't sell it. It brings in about $1,000 to $1,200 a month. It depends on what the option fee would be on it. And, I can do a lease option on it and give somebody a year or 2, which gives me a year or 2 to keep doing my other stuff. And there's no pressure for either one of us to cash out. Or while the market's good and hot, I can sell it, cash out, rock and roll, go find something else to play with. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have never in my life had this problem. What do you do? Do you take the money and roll? Do you take the money and roll it into the next deal? Do you say no thanks? What do you do? 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 I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, so I'm bringing it to the Facebook and we'll take a little vote on it and see what we should make happen. I love this house, Jeanette. Yeah, I do. It's a fantastic house. It's one of my best houses. It's actually down the street from the very first owner financed house that I got. And I had that house owner financed for like 10 years, and doggone if my tenant buyer didn't get a mortgage in 15 months and cash me out. I made like $22,000 on a $100,000 house. That's 20%. Some of you are agents watching this right now. I made 20% on a deal because I didn't use my license. I bought it with owner financing. I had cash flow. I got $8,000 up front. I got $10,000 back end payday, and then I made monthly money for 15 months. It was right at $22,000 that I made on a $100,000 house. So some of you agents are looking for 6%. I'm telling you, you are leaving hundreds of dollars on the table when you don't buy the things. Y'all got to start buying houses instead of chasing that clear to close. Oh, y'all get on my nerves so bad chasing that clear to close. Stop it. You can't retire chasing the clear to close. At some point, you got to buy something. She buys it. Go buy it, baby. Okay. Well, now the Whitney Butts House's phone is ringing. Let me see who this is. Y'all decide what you want to do. Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'll bring Abby up in just a minute. I'm doing a Facebook Live.
Well, I'm going to go to the church, but you can let yourself in and put her in. And
Yep.
Okay. Do it on stay when the dogs are inside.
Okay. Sounds great. All right, bye. We're trying to work out Abby's evening plans. Abby has more evening plans than I do. No, I'm going to a real estate meetup. Ooh, I should probably get ready and put my lipstick on and head out for that. What did Stacy say? I love that you have so many options, but the lease option sounds like a great option. Keeps my private money accessible, keeps the cash flow, and I get the non-refundable payment with no tax hit, because then I'll definitely have it after a year, and I'll pay long-term capital gains next year when people get their mortgage instead of short-term this year if they cash out before September 15th. So yeah, there's always options. And y'all, there are thousands of ways to make money in real estate. I want that on my gravestone. I'm going to get cremated, but I want that on my gravestone. There are thousands of ways to make money in real estate. There's not just one way. There's always options. There's always opportunities. There's always some other different way of looking at things. And that's what I want for you. Okay. So it's not just buy low and sell high. I bought this house low and now they're offering high prices for it. Pre-approved, ready to go, all good. I was shocked this morning, but I got until 7 o'clock tonight, so we got about an hour. So y'all, let me know. Should we do option number 1 or A and say just cash out, take the money and run? Offer B, or option B, or number 2 is get the money, sell it, get the money, roll it into a 1031 exchange type property. Or C, number 3, don't sell it and do a lease option. What you want to do? What would you do? If you had this house, what would you do? Oh, no, that is the Whitney Butts House's phone. Y'all let me know what you would do. Drop me a comment down below. I'm going to the meetup. I'll see y'all tomorrow.